if you do, you find out you don't love you. So 1 in a million, girl. 1 in a million, girl. What would I love? What would I
Hey, it's Dave. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to talk a little bit about some pedals that I have that are not making my pedal boards and have been in what I call my out of commission pedal box, pedal bin. And so I thought I'd like to talk about them and show you a few. The first one is a Tech 21 XXL. This is actually a great pedal. Has a nice drive, and it's a buffered pedal and has a really great sound when used with 1 or 2 pedals. When put in a larger type board, the pedal seems to make a little bit of noise that I'm not crazy about. So if I put together like a small little board, this would be a nice one to have, considering it has the buffer in it as well. But an older pedal, I might sell it down the road, but right now it just lives in the bin. The next pedal I have in my bin is a favorite of many, but not me. It is the OCD. Now this is the OCD version 2, which is the real version 2, not the 1.2, the 1.3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the 2. This is one that has the true bypass or not true bypass with a switch on the inside. It's a really cool pedal if that's the tone you like. To me, to dial it in to get something that I like, the sound that I get out of it that I can make it like, it's almost like the Boiling Point Rock Box, but not as good. So I just don't see a need for it. And even alone or with one pedal alone, it just doesn't do it for me with my setup using mainly single coils, so I don't really use it. The next pedal I have is a Boss Super Shifter. Now I used to like the Super Shifter. It's really cool if you want to do octave stuff or if you want to do harmony stuff. A problem for me is tracking with it and then putting it before or after distortion. You get different sounds, but I never love it. So it came off. My band lately has been talking about doing Fool in the Rain by Led Zeppelin, in which I would need something like this, something as an octave pedal for that solo. But for right now, it lives in the bin. Another pedal similar to that would be the Moore pitch box. And this is kind of like a cheaper version. You can do it as a harmony, a pitch shifter, a detune, and it works pretty good. This is actually, for the money, what this costs, this is actually a cool pedal. Why it's not on my board, I don't really use that effect that much. And again, if I have to do, I don't want to do Fool in the Rain just for that, because I don't want to move my pedal board around just for one pedal, but for the most part, that's basically what's going on. The next pedal is the Secret Freak by Full Tone that also lives in my bin. And this pedal is, you can watch the demos of these pedals if you want to hear what they sound like. I'm not really the best at demoing pedals, and nor do I think the guys who demo pedals are, because it's like, no one's going to really demo it for you unless if you want to hear it do something that you want to hear it do. Otherwise, it's just... So I heard the guy do like Boston with this thing, and I'm not playing any Boston tunes and don't care to. It's a really push mid-frequency. It's called the Secret Freak. The secret is it's a mid-frequency. And I don't love it, I've used it a few times, and then I was like, yeah, no. So, not a fan. By the way, if anybody wants to buy any of these pedals off me cheaply, just send me a message, because, I mean, they're just sitting in my bin. The next is a pedal I love. I just don't have the room, and I've been debating whether I'm going to switch my guitar loop board, the one that I have with the chorus, the Univibe, the phaser, and I love the flanger. And this flanger Vortex by TC Electronic is excellent. And I found it to be a lot of fun. I just feel that, like, I don't use a flanger, and so I took it off just to make room. Eventually, I might go to the bigger board, and then I'll put on a flanger. And the other pedal would be this Echo Park, would also go on the pedal board if I extended it out. But I'm already running 2 delays and 2 reverbs on my board now. And on the pre-gain board, I'm using a Moore re-echo, which I use on the song Satisfaction Guaranteed by the Firm. But it gives me like a slapback that I like a nice tape echo. But for the most part, this is a really cool, very sturdy effect pedal as well. The last pedal that I don't use, but I would never put it on my board anyways, but sometimes I bring it out to gigs if I need to bring a wah pedal, and I'll put it before the board, and that is the first version of the Boudoir. The Boudoir. This is an outstanding wah pedal, if you can find one of these. This is the original one, which is like in the original Dunlop casing. I think Dunlop was making the casing for them in purple. Then they changed that afterwards. Well, looks like I gotta open mine because that's missing now. Tells you how long when was the last time I used it. But yeah, so this is an outstanding wah pedal. It's really great. I just never use wah. It's not my thing, really. There's also a great wah pedal that's out by Exotic Effects, and it's expensive, but it's really great for the money. This one I'll keep out because I'll just fix that wiring here. I'm sure the wiring's fine. I'm sure that screw just came out, and I have a million of them laying around. That's it for what pedals I have that are just kind of laying around. Everything else is on the board. And the reason why I wanted to get this out of the way is because in the next couple of videos, I'm going to be going over my pedal board. Probably going to be talking to John in my Guitar Talk series about pedals as well, and his pedals. And that will be it. So this evening I have a gig. I'm doing an acoustic gig, and that should be pretty cool. Other than that, I'm just doing the grind, getting everything done, and I'll be doing some more lessons coming up. I really appreciate all your people following and watching these shows, and as always, very good.
If you like seafood, I could make a swordfish with Dijon mustard and capers, maybe serve it with some pasta and, oh, I don't know, maybe broccoli with garlic and lemon and olive oil?
You're right on target. Right on the money. Everything you said. You hit the nail right on the head with your comments, what you're saying today. You're 150% correct.